Sent to Earth from the dying planet of Krypton as a baby, Kal-El was found by farmers Martha and Jonathan Kent and raised as their son Clark. As Clark grew up, the radiation of Earth's yellow sun gave him extraordinary powers, which he kept hidden. Now fully grown, he uses his powers to protect his adoptive world as Superman. What's going on, guys? Multiverse Corrupt here with yet another action figure review video, and today we're having a look at Superman from Hush by McFarlane Toys. As always, guys, starting off this video, we're having a look at the McFarlane packaging, and it is, of course, that traditional black, white, and blue that we know from McFarlane packaging, of course, with the open face window, seeing Hush Superman front and center, looking absolutely stunning. I love the lighter blues and reds that they used on this figure. He just looks absolutely amazing. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. But let's continue to look at the box. Down here at the bottom, guys, we see DC Multiverse as well as 85 for 85 years of Superman. And it is amazing to see such an iconic superhero get celebrated as he should. Down here at the bottom is Superman's name. Flip it over here to the side, we see Superman from Hush again. Back here on the back is this nice little comic sketch of Superman blasting up, and it looks like he's under the mind control in this photo of Poison Ivy from the Hush comic / animated movie. However, when that one came out, it didn't really pique my interest, but this one here did. Just the iconic Superman. That's what I'm looking for. Flipping over to the side, guys, we see DC Multiverse and Superman's name again. Nothing really going on at the top, and then down here at the bottom is the barcode for you barcode guys. With all this other, guys, let's go ahead and rip the Man of Steel out of the packaging. So right here, guys, is Superman out of the packaging, floating on the rotating turntable. And for my first-hand impressions, I want to say I love this figure. I think it does look absolutely amazing. I love the iconic Superman logo on the cape and on the chest. However, I'm getting tired of seeing this body mold for Superman. It's been the past 2 years now, almost 3, ever since Infected Superman first came out, that we saw this body mold. We have then now seen it on Infected Superman, Bizarro. We've seen it on this Superman. We saw it on New 52 Superman. We saw it on the 2-pack that's coming out for, or has come out for Superman versus Ultraman. What is that, 6, 7 times that we have seen this body mold of Superman? Where's the skinny Superman? Give me more Superman body molds. I get it, it's cheaper, it's more efficient for you guys to just pump out Superman figures using this same body mold. However, if we are the DC Multiverse, shouldn't Superman look a little bit different? That's just my question, though. At the end of the day, it still looks like a phenomenal figure. We've seen it time and time again. However, it still looks amazing. This one here has a lighter blue and lighter red. I think the yellow's a little bit lighter too, but who knows when it comes to that yellow. Sometimes it's yellow, sometimes it's orange, but it still looks amazing at the end of the day. With all this other, guys, let's go ahead and get Superman off of the rotating turntable here and take a closer look at the accessories that he came with. When it comes to the accessories, guys, Superman does, of course, come with the iconic DC flight stand, which is just, dropped it right there, which is just a clear DC stand with DC's logo stamped right there on the front, and it does come with this grasping arm that goes around his waist or his legs, whatever tickles your fancy on where you want to clip him at. Going over here now, guys, he does, of course, come with a trading card, which is the same exact drawing image we saw on the back of the box with Infected Superman, or not infected, but mind-controlled by Poison Ivy. Flipping over to the back, guys, is the read-up if you want to pause the screen and read it right now. Always give you guys that little bit of a second. And then, of course, guys, we have 2 sets of hands for Superman. We have 2 sets of punching hands, and we have 2 sets, or not 2 sets, just a set of soaring hands. With all this other, guys, that's all Superman comes with, so let's get this out of here and zoom in to take a closer look at the detail. When it comes to the detail, guys, I'm not going to spend too much time on it, being that we have seen this body mold before. However, the face is completely different, and I really do want to take some time looking at the face here. I do love the sunken in cheeks that we have here. It really gives him prominent cheekbones, and even the thin lips he's got going on here. So it really looks like his face came out of a comic book, as opposed to them just slapping the same head that we've seen on, I want to say, 3 different types of this same body mold. Once again, the same body mold, the same head that we've gotten on these different types of Superman. But this one here, this face really does stand out compared to the other ones, and I really do like the lighter colors that they used on this super suit. Now, me personally, I do prefer my Superman in a darker blue and darker red color scheme. However, just seeing it with a lighter blue and a lighter red really is like almost a breath of fresh air. However, it's the same Superman sculpt, same logo. But I will say, I do love the new cape. Flipping over here to the back, guys, we have the iconic Superman cape with the emblem on the back, and it looks absolutely amazing. It's a pristine look it's got going on. I've got some bleedage going on here with some red trying to bleed in through the S. However, if I can just find this color, brush it over with a couple of strokes, it'll be just fine. However, I do love this cape. I think the detail alone that they've been putting into the capes and not giving them so much weight nowadays is going a long way for these flying figures and Batman figures. They look absolutely amazing. Once again, just my only gripe, I want a new Superman body sculpt. I'm tired of seeing this one. We've seen it for the past 2 years, and every time they're like, hey, let's make a comic accurate Superman, they give us this friggin' body sculpt, and it never changes anything. You got the same details, the same lines, the same ripples throughout the suit. Just if I grab this one here, I want to say this one was the new 52 one. If I put them side by side, just color. That's it. Nothing's different. Nothing at all. It's the same body sculpt. Yes, I get it. It's to reuse. It's to save time. It's to save money. But after 2 years, 3 years, we want to see something new. We want a breath of fresh air. With all that said, though, guys, let's go ahead and zoom away from the detail and take a closer look at his size, articulation, and get into some size comparison. When it comes to how tall Superman stands, guys, Superman does stand at about, looks like 7 1/8 inches tall, so we'll just round down and call him 7 inches tall. The standard McFarlane. Let's take him off of his little display stand here, set that off to the side, move him closer to the camera, get into that articulation. When it comes to his articulation, his head does look up about that far, so he is ready to do some flight poses. He looks down about that far. Head does rotate all the way around and does get beautiful head tilt as well. His arms go out about that far, and they do rotate all the way around. He does come with a useful butterfly joint, as well as bicep swivel and double hinged elbows. Since his hands are interchangeable, you already know they do hinge up and down and rotate on their own swivel. When it comes to his ab crunch is kind of there, but it kind of slingshots back, so almost making it non-existent. But he is a limbo master in his part-time, does well at parties. His ab crunch does as well have a swivel, just like his waist here, and it actually is pretty loose. Mine actually is pretty freaking loose. I actually just noticed that now. So if yours is loose, I would suggest you be careful. Legs go out about that far. They go back about that far, but his is stuck by that super buttocks there. Double hinge knees. And when it comes to his ankles, they do go down. They go up. He has toe articulation and that beautiful super pivot. Starting off the size comparison, guys, here we have Hush Superman standing next to Rebirth Superman. I figured out which one it was on Google. But they do scale at the exact same height, being that they are the exact same body mold. But I do like the lighter colors that we see compared. Next up, guys, we have Hush Superman standing up next to my custom McFarlane Batman. This is just a bunch of different Batman that's been ripped apart and put back together, and this is what we got. Next up, guys, we have McFarlane's Hush Superman standing next to Diamond Select Toys Captain America from Captain America Civil War. And this right here, they do scale together beautifully. So this here would be the nicest crossover between two superheroes. And last but not least, guys, here we have Hush Superman standing next to Marvel Legends Mr. Fantastic. And as you can see, the size simply does not work. Alrighty guys, and there you have it. Another action figure review video in the books on my channel for you guys to enjoy. When it comes to my review on the Hush Superman, I'm going to have to give him a solid 8.5 out of 10. No pun intended for the 85 years. That's just all I can really bring myself to give this guy. He is a phenomenal figure, and he is a must-have in the collection, being with this light blue, light red, and the iconic Superman cape on the back. However, seeing the same body mold, just with a different face and a new coat of paint, it's starting to get a little old. Being that it is, like I said, 2 years, 3 years old now, we need a new Superman body mold. And I am perfectly fine with getting some skinnier, ripped Superman. I even put a thing out on my Twitter so we can get some new body molds for our Superman. With all that said though, guys, if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're new. We try to do at least 2 videos a week for you guys to enjoy. With all that said though, guys, I'm getting out of here, and I will see you in the next video.